Hey, for the next few minutes, I'd like to dive deeper into the journey of creating the final draft of my annotated bibliography. Let's first start by discussing how I tailored my draft according to my primary and secondary audiences. My primary audience consisted of my peers, and with them in mind, I made sure to utilize language that was not just understandable, but also engaging as I discussed the aftermath of 9/11 and its relation to angry rhetoric. Throughout my annotated bibliography, my goal was to provoke thought-provoking conversation and stimulate discussion among my classmates about how certain rhetoric from political figures and everyday people alike cause for hate and Islamophobia. I wanted to present my ideas in a way that would prompt them to ponder over the aspects I'd highlighted, hopefully leading to fruitful and more meaningful conversations. Moving on to my second audience, which is myself, I had a slightly different goal. I aimed to demonstrate my comprehension and application of the course material. I wanted to show a direct link between the intentional angry rhetoric of the public and how it affected marginalized groups like Muslims. I also wanted to take certain creative risks to make my annotated bibliography more meaningful. By using diverse sources, I expanded my understanding of angry rhetoric following 9/11, supporting my personal goals of analyzing emotional responses in the aftermath of this significant historical event. Furthermore, I took a creative risk when I picked a TED Talk by choosing one that made anger look favorable. This was in the complete opposite direction of the rest of my annotated bibliography. Why? Because throughout this assignment, I have portrayed anger as a notable emotion which can cause harm and pain. But through this TED Talk, I aim to show that anger is not all bad, and I wanted to use it to try to understand the motives and underlying emotions against Muslims. Furthermore, the biggest challenge that I faced in this assignment was searching for valuable journal articles. Throughout this assignment, utilizing databases like Google Scholar and the Bielefeld academic search engine provided to be challenging, especially due to how specific my topic was. As a result, it took me many hours of painstaking search to find two valid journal articles which were sufficient and thorough enough for an annotated bibliography. Not only that, the sensitivity of this topic also turned out to be a challenge. I was pushed out of my comfort zone by discussing this topic in an unconventional manner. In the past, I haven't really thought about the effect that these terrorist attacks have had on Muslim Americans. Of course, I've thought about and felt sorrow for the victims of the attacks and their families, but now I had to look at how the United States failed these innocent citizens who received hate. While this annotated bibliography helped me to learn a lot, I felt most confident about my summary of Deepa Sitaraman's academic article. I thoroughly explored this 190-page paper, not only for the assignment, but also because it made very interesting points about post-9/11 rhetoric, regardless of anger. In conclusion, delving into the intricacies of the 9/11 attacks throughout this assignment has been nothing short of transformative. Initially, my understanding of the tragedy was limited to its immediate impact, the lives lost, buildings destroyed, and the subsequent political ramifications. However, this comprehensive exploration demanded by the annotated bibliography has propelled me into a deeper comprehension, unearthing layers of complexity that extended far beyond my original understanding. This annotated bibliography is relevant to my audience and I because it teaches us about how anger can inspire hatred. Not only that, it discusses motives for anger and how it can be used positively. It helps us understand anger in its entirety, not to view anger in a completely bad mindset. Thank you.